In 1943, the government seized Nikola Tesla's most dangerous invention, a healing technology that threatened Big Pharma's entire empire. They buried it for 100 years, but it's back, and over 1,000 people worldwide are using it right now. When you join Tesla Club, you get your own Tesla plasma device, 5 times more powerful than the original Violet Ray and built to last. You join a private Telegram group where members share breakthroughs daily. Stroke recoveries, cancer reversals, chronic pain gone in minutes. These aren't stories. These are yesterday's posts. You get lifetime support from people who've been where you are. Technical guidance, therapeutic protocols, a group that actually understands. And you get access to hundreds of documented experiments, real members, real results, real transformations. No prescriptions, no waiting for permission, no begging doctors who don't believe you. Just you, your machine, and a movement taking health sovereignty back. We're Tesla Club, private science club for self-directed healing. Visit tzla.club. Join the revolution.
Plasma. It's back.
Oil prices fall as Donald Trump talks up successful peace negotiations with Iran. At least that's what the headline says. I'm yet to see evidence of this at the fuel pump, as even the most rural petrol stations are queuing up with fearful or, just a little cautious drivers. I suppose one of the reasons we're yet to see any positive changes is because Iran themselves are openly denying any peace talks have taken place, let alone successful ones. So what's the play here? Why regularly talk about peace negotiations or proclaim the war is won and anyone saying the war is continuing is fake news? Are we simply being asked to reject the evidence of our eyes and ears? I mean, of course, it wouldn't be the first time, would it? Because as I stand before you, US forces have been sent to the Gulf in preparation for a ground invasion, and Iranian missiles are raining down on US military bases in the region. If that's a successful negotiation and that's the war is over, then, I'd hate to see what a conflict would look like. Of course, some of Trump's rhetoric may be related to the stock markets, because positive talk of peace causes the markets to rise, and then the soon-to-follow denials cause the markets to crash again. But not before some, shall we say, unknown individuals with clear prior knowledge of upcoming Trump announcements have moved stocks at just the right time to make an absolute fortune. It's actually a really small club, but you still ain't in it. To me, it feels like the talking of peace and resolution hopium phase of a war that's been in the planning for at least half a century. The problem with this phase is it's nearly always followed by a manufactured, catalyzing event that allows the warhawks to start the war all over again, but with the pre-rehearsed excuse of, see, we tried for peace, we told you we couldn't trust them. What that catalyzing event will be is anyone's guess, but we can be sure there will be one. See, this war isn't meant to end because no wars are meant to end. Yes, they may declare peace or victory or liberation, but there's always another conflict along any minute. And here's the kicker: they're all the same conflict. The nations, factions within nations, leaders, religions, etc. may change. The good guys, the bad guys, the aggressors, the victims, the danger to the world and the warriors fighting for all of us are just interchangeable labels to give the illusion of separate, unconnected and unrelated wars. But the truth is that every war has two sides, and it's always the same two sides. The establishment, the 1%, the globalists, the deep state, the global cult, whatever you want to label them, and the people. Every war is a war on humanity, and it's a war that's never designed to end, and it's never designed to be decisively won, certainly not by humanity. So why do they talk of peace and diplomacy if the war's a forever war? I hear you ask. It's a good question. Well, for the same reason they said it was 2 weeks to flatten the curve and not 2 years to flatten the curve. If people don't see an end in sight, if they don't believe and hope that the good times are, just around the corner, then they're far less likely to sit back and support your plans. It was the same play they used in Ukraine when they were raiding the taxpayers of Europe to fund Zelensky's war effort. I mean, the money wasn't going where we were told it was going, but, that's a whole nother conversation. But the fact is, to garner consent from the taxpayers of Europe, they told us Ukraine was winning. They told us the war was coming to an end very, very soon. The fact that wasn't true or even nearly true was irrelevant. It was about making sure that while the carrot was out of reach, it was still in sight. You need to make sure that people still have hope that the carrot can be achieved. That if we just suffer some hardship at the petrol pump or at the grocery store, or if we just stay at home and avoid our loved ones for, 2 weeks, then it'll be worth it, right? Because the suffering in the short term is only to ensure we're winning in the long term, and everyone can get on board with that. But it's always been a lie. It's an elaborate and cruel myth. It's the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. It's the stuffed hare at the greyhound track. It's the hopium that keeps the population docile and compliant while all around them is turned to ash. Now, it's a trick as old as time, and it's high time we saw the carrot, the pot of gold, the stuffed hare, for the hoax that it is, and we refuse to chase it. We create our own reality in this realm, and that reality can be one of constant turmoil and misery, if you like, or it can be one of peace, unity, and prosperity. The first step is accepting that if we want a better world, it will have to be created by ourselves and not by our so-called rulers. Thank you very much for watching and subscribing to my YouTube channel. If you'd like to take a look at all the other things that I do, the content like weekly shows and documentaries that I create, please check out my Linktree link in the description below.